You know, when your kitchen is organized,
Yes.
I don't know, I just feel like I want to cook more in there because as opposed to like being surrounded by dirty plates and
Clutter.
pots and pans and you can't find the spices, don't you feel like when it's kind of more seamless
Do you
and
want to hear my
serene?
tale of woe?
Uh-oh, what's the matter
Last
now?
weekend, I purchased what I thought was going to be a great solution to that same phenomena you discussed. So when I pull my drawer open to pull out cooking utensils, it's in like a ratty knot. There's so many things I use in this top drawer that's not big enough. So I bought a cylindrical bamboo vase to put, the spatula and the egg whisker and
Love it.
the meat pounding
Sounds
tenderizer,
great.
all that stuff.
And?
Left it at the fountain at the Grove.
Oh.
Gone. Didn't I left? I paid $30. Gone.
Oh, well, so it isn't a failure.
It's a failure on my
no,
part.
no, no,
I
no.
left it,
Well,
and now
you
I
don't-
still have the
no,
clutter drawer.
No, we just need to get a new one. But,
Well, yeah, but
I thought you were
dropped-
going to say that whatever system you had didn't work.
No,
It's
it
just you
would have
didn't-
worked. I
didn't
never
make
got
it
a
home.
chance to even use it.
Well, that doesn't
Now
count.
some duck at the pond is using it.
Well,
as
no,
a-
you probably have helped somebody else get organized, and
Oh,
that's
good.
what we love to do. So we see you're a giver.
Yeah,
See, you
yeah.
just give and you
No,
give.
I'm a forgetter. is
So,
what I am.
so let's talk. Speaking of forgetting, let's make a checklist. And this checklist, because we love making lists, and this is a list that's going to be your key to organization in the kitchen. All right. And so, very simple. We'll put this on the website so you can print it out. But by just taking little baby steps, you won't feel as overwhelmed because when you say kitchen organization, or we're not going to make it clean the drawers.
Well, yeah,
and-
your first instinct is fear.
Don't
Because
do
then I
that.
got to spend
No.
too much time and it's going to be painful.
So this is just a checklist that we're going to just kind of gradually get into our mind and take steps bit by
You're talking
bit.
baby steps.
Baby steps. So what we're going to have on our list is taking inventory. Again, we're not going to do anything yet. We're just making our list.
Yeah.
We want you to have these things in your
So
brain.
no fear,
No
no
worries.
anxiety should be
No,
here now.
this is just
finding out what you have.
thoughts, happy thoughts.
Yeah.
We're going to take it. This is something that you'll put on your list is to take inventory so that you'll add as a note to self that you want to eventually pull all the items out of your cupboards. Again, you're not going to do it now.
No.
You're just making a list that you're going to eventually pull things out of your cupboards and place them on a large table. I love this idea because now you have a staging area.
Sure.
Somewhere else.
This might
the
even be
dining-
your kitchen counter.
And you'll put things into groups. So again, at some point you might even take inventory of that drawer.
Guess what? I
gonna
might have
put
3
them-
meat thermometers. I might only need one.
You might only
but
need
I don't have
one.
to get rid of them yet. I
Don't
just
have to.
want to know what I have.
Just gonna and don't even have to do that yet. We're just making a list.
Yeah.
Taking inventory.
That's all.
Very easy. We'll eventually put things on.
Take a deep breath, put it back in the drawer. Guess what? Next
Eventually.
Sunday, you do the next thing, which is...
So so right next on your list, you're going to write the words donate or toss.
Oh, how
We're not
nice.
gonna do it yet. We're just
No.
gonna think about it.
If I were to do this, this is what I do.
This is what you will do eventually. So number one on your list is you will soon take inventory of your cupboards in your kitchen. And then soon next on your list, you're going to donate.
And
or
guess
toss.
what? I might have 3 frying pans that no longer are necessary to take
They're
up
really,
all that drawer
or they're
space.
really burned.
One's burned, one is no longer, all the nonstick coating is worn off, and then I got a great stainless one that works great, but I
Good.
hate cleaning it.
Okay.
But I might not need all 3.
Okay.
Okay?
There you go.
Yeah.
So the second on your list is donate or toss. And then the third thing you'll put is at some point in time before the summer ends, you're going to, in the name of organizing your kitchen, on the list, creating zones.
Okay, now to explain that
So
to
this
me.
is basically where you will create zones at some point in your kitchen where things always go back.
Oh, the destination.
Yeah. So
like it.
not again, don't be worried.
I'm
'cause
not
it's
doing it now.
don't-
I'm just thinking I might do
Don't
it.
be thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might do it.
You're thinking that you might have these zones because it says, as you're in your kitchen, you go, so I'm washing this apple. To the left might be a good zone for
That
that.
might be the place.
That might be the place to put my utensils in that bamboo.
That's right. And I
thing.
may want to get the rest of the family aligned to the idea of having these zones right now before we practice it, saying, kids, we're going to suggest that maybe we're going to put the dishes in the dishwasher, and then when you rinse the sponge off and you put it back in this zone
Yeah.
on the right here.
Zone.
See, zone. See, hoping that the
It's an
over
emphasis.
pronunciation,
Yeah.
the emphasis is going to make the kid
sticks-
remember.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents
So you'll
on
be
the zone.
you'll be thinking of having zones
Yeah.
not only for food preparation,
Yeah.
right, but also
Where does it go when you're done with it?
Yeah, right. How about even you'll be thinking too? You want to create a hot zone.
Yeah.
So this is something where you're going to designate a place around the stove and the sink for your essentials like Hello, your cutting board.
For me, it's salt, pepper, olive oil.
Vinegar.
Got to have it
knives.
there all the time. It's got to be in the same place. And I'll tell you, I love Maria, my wonderful saint, the person that helps clean our home. I love her with all my heart.
Puts things in a different
place. But if
place.
she moves the oil one more time and puts it under
She's
the counter,
history.
I'm going to take my own life. Is that desperate?
That's a little extreme. But I know it's frustrating when you have your zone. Maybe she needs to be in on the class.
She has to be in on the class.
She needs to know the zone thing.
She needs to know the zone.
And maybe you could even label them initially. Kind of. Yeah. How about also adding to your list of kitchen organization essentials, you want to have items within reach. So be thinking too this weekend as you're cooking and you're going, my kitchen isn't very organized. On my list, I'm going to add that I need to soon be thinking about having things closer within reach, especially if you're a cook.
Boy, is that true.
Like the ingredients. Are you having to go all the way down, to another room to get your ingredients?
And when you walk away, you may end up burning something because it's not on low enough heat. Just because you're searching for the stinking carrot peeler that should have been in the hot zone. But it isn't. It's in the wrong drawer.
It's in a different area.
Yeah.
So, be thinking about, maybe you want to have a basket of potatoes near your cutting board.
Don't know why you wouldn't.
Yams, or sugar and flour near the stand mixer, or however you cook, however you eat, really. Because some people, you're gluten-free. You don't use any of that. Or however you store things and eat and live.
Yep.
And exactly. You let usage dictate storage. So if you maybe aren't even a cook at all, you're always about heating up takeout.
Sure. I can't tell you how many times as a contractor in beautiful sunny Los Angeles, I installed $10,000 to $15,000 ranges in people's homes who simply don't cook. They just order things in and they like the way the oven looks.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that awesome?
They liked the way it looked.
It looked great.
Was it even used to boil water?
It's a dual-fuel Viking $10 million oven, but I've never turned it on.
Never even to boil water?
I could have not even hooked the gas.
Not even to make some eggs?
Nothing.
Wow.
Maybe to lean on at the party.
Well, don't have to clean it then. It stays nice.
That's a good point. But that's not your hot zone for these
people.
No. Their microwave is the
Wow,
hot zone.
wow. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
So for them, usage dictates storage. Maybe
That's
now
right.
they're storing things in the oven because they're not cooking in there.
That's exactly it.
But beware of fire safety.
That's right.
How about organizing? Well, again, we're not doing it yet.
No.
We're just making our list of kitchen things to add to our...
I don't have any anxiety right now.
No.
That's
But
how simple this is.
you can visualize this list, though, because now it's going to come to you freely that I'm going to add to my list to organize my cupboards with access in mind, meaning heavy things below the counters, lighter things above them. Heavy things below.
And maybe this is the time to reconsider that the big 5-gallon pot that you use to boil water should not be
For
on the
pasta?
Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Turning corner unit because
no.
it's listing and it doesn't work effectively. You may want to think about finding more different storage opportunities for things like that.
Yeah. So, just be thinking in your mind that, you want to organize your cupboards and adding to your list that you'll have heavier things down below and lighter things up above, and just, kind of open a cupboard or two and just kind of look and don't be doing anything yet.
I'm not
but
doing
be
it.
thinking about it.
I may do it. Now listen, can I tell you something that I've done recently that's been very helpful?
What's that?
I dedicated an underused closet for items that I don't use all the time.
Like
in the
outside
kitchen.
outside the kitchen?
Outside the believe it or
love
not,
this.
because I don't have any space anymore.
So this is
right?
a spare pantry or a store
That's exactly
supplies?
right. So what I've done is I've taken the Cuisinart,
Oh
which
my
I
gosh.
use maybe 3 times a year to
We
make
all
dough,
there.
maybe. Some of the blenders, some of the big pots that are rarely used except during the holidays. Those are in a new closet now, and they've freed up space for me.
I love that
Now
idea.
I've got hot zones that are effective and easy within
See?
reach.
I love that.
Keep in mind, we haven't told you to do anything yet.
No,
you should
this
have no
is
anxiety.
This is just for your list, and we'll put this list on the website. You want to add to the list too, like to make recycling efficient, putting the walls to work, stash less frequently used appliances like you do, and to organize under your sink. All that, as always, on our website, yourhomewizards.com. Eric Stomer, Cindy Dole. You're listening to Home Wizards.
The vase that you bought